Get to know Brittany K. Jackson. She's an incredible journalist and owner of Brittany and Co, a faith-based beauty and wellness brand specializing in handcrafted creations and beauty products. My next guest is not only a friend, but she's also a female founder, and I can't wait for you to meet her. Brittany K. Jackson, welcome to the Chandria Show. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Chandria. Thank you so much for having me on your show again. It's such a pleasure, an honor to be on your show. This is amazing.
Fantastic. Well, let's dive on in, my dear. So as a longtime journalist and communications expert, tell me about your brand new business, Brittany and Co, and your inspiration for launching it.
Yes, Chandria, Brittany and Co has been a labor of love. I launched this business in 21 days in the beginning of 2021, and I'm so excited to share it with everyone. I lead a very busy life, and so it was important for me to create moments and spaces where I could engage in self-care and understand the meaning of self-care. And I wanted to share that experience with everyone else. And so Brittany & Co offers a wide variety of products, including luxury candles, beauty oils and creams and lotions. Soon we'll be launching something very special, so we want the people to stay tuned for that. And it's all inspired by God's love. So that is the premise of the business, to keep your faith in check, to be a reminder of God's grace, His love, and His care for us. So I'm very excited about Brittany & Co.
I'm very excited for you. I mean, the brand is absolutely phenomenal. How does this entrepreneurial experience differ from that of being a journalist?
Well, it's very different from leading a life as a journalist. As a journalist, you kind of have an idea and a structure of what it is you're going to accomplish. There's an event, you have to get ready for the event. And, much like you, we were a one-woman show. We were out there doing the editing and the videography and interviewing and writing. And so there is a culmination of things that goes into being a journalist. With being an entrepreneur, it's much different because it's a labor of love, and you want it to be the best reflection of who you are and what you intend to provide to other people. And it's all rooted in customer service. And so, it's so different. There's so many different things and layers to the business to keep up with. Myself personally, I birthed a new level of creativity inside of me, from designing the logo to the labels to the website. Every part of what you see is inspired by my creativity. So.
And I love that you're, as you dabble in the arts, you're an artist, you're a creative. And so let's talk about how you created this brand. You came up with very creative names. You single-handedly created the ingredients. It's definitely a labor of love, and it's a true testament to your work ethic. If you were able to get this brand up and running in 21 short days. Tell me about that experience of the creativity that went into the brand.
Yes, Chandria. Well, let me tell you, this labor of love did not go without, sweat, many sleepless nights, many nights just up researching and listening to hear the voice of the Lord and see what would be best in terms of establishing the name. So we have a candle, for example, called Praise Break. And I wanted it to remind people of that moment where you're just so thankful for everything that God has done in your life. And you need to get one of them, shouts on, one of them praises on. And so I say we, as me, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, because that's how I felt in creating this brand. I felt like it was me and the Lord creating it together. And it was just such a beautiful experience. And what I would do would be to just play some soft worship music in the background and get to it, and whatever, once I found the right look, the right feel, and said, just this feeling of peace inside of me that said, this is the direction we want to go in. And so that's what I thought about when creating the names, the logos, the brand, everything.
I mean, the work speaks for itself. Now you have this dynamic wow factor when people open up your packages. Tell me about the feedback that you've gotten thus far. The time, the craftsmanship, the experience that it is, even the smell of your products, the names of your products, the labels, the look and feel of everything. Tell me about the feedback you've gotten so far.
Chandria, the feedback has been amazing. And one of the things that my accountability partner, which is Chandria, told me was to focus on the experience. What will it be like when someone opens up the package? And guess what? That is all people talk about now. So when you open up a Brittany and Co package or candle, you're going to immediately smell the scent of the candle before you even open the box. And when you open it, it's an explosion of a beautiful fragrance, a beautiful aroma that you get when you're opening that package. And so that is what I wanted to focus on, the quality of it, the fragrance of it. I wanted it to remind you of a heavenly fragrance. And so that's what you get. Everything is also customized. So I'm adding my labeling and packaging and name, Brittany and Co, to every aspect of the products that you get. Another cool thing, beauty for ashes, for example, it's a biblical play on words. So you don't want to be ashy, right? And the Lord also says that he'll give you beauty for ashes. So for your pain, for your hurt, he'll give you beauty and triumph over your trials. So those are the type of things that, make the experience a beautiful one when you're unpackaging Brittany and Co.
It's really beautiful to see how important your faith is to you and how you've integrated that into your business. Speak on that and how it feels to create a brand that uplifts as well.
Yes, my faith is very important to me. It is what guides me. It is what keeps me grounded. We all have those moments where we fall short of the glory, when we are very less than perfect. And I wanted people to be inspired to know that, no matter what your past says about you, it doesn't define who you are today and where you can go. And that is important to me. One thing I always say is that you have the right to be redeemed. So no matter any of the trials or things that you've been through, you have the opportunity through a relationship with Christ to be created new. And the word says, old things have passed away. Behold, you are created anew. And so that is what I feel like in this season, a new person, a new creation, new self-confidence in the things that he's given me to do. And so when we say yes to our purpose, when we say yes to our calling in life, it always ends up beautifully because now we're in alignment with God's will.
I'm so proud of your entrepreneurial journey, but I think it's also really splendid that you've created something that can inspire and empower people, because especially at a time like this in the world where there's so much devastation, there's so much loss, there's so much hardship, and that you've created a line of products that will continue to inspire people. So congratulations to you. Now let's talk about your products. What have been your top sellers and what are your personal favorites?
Wow. So the sales have been amazing. My top sellers have definitely been right out the gate, Saving Grace. So that's our sea salt and orchard brand. And then I came to a point where all of the candles were pretty much sold out and I had to start over again. So now we're in our second batch. Praise Break came through, toward the end and made a kill. And we sold out of that. So there's so many fragrances that are amazing, but I do have a personal favorite. I have a few personal favorites. I love all of them, but I'll talk about Love Story right here. I have it handy dandy. Love Story Magnolia Paradisi. And this fragrance I love because it was the most complex to create. It was actually the last candle I created in the Gold Rose candle collection for Brittany and Co. And so you have very complex notes of a grapefruit. You have a little bit of the orange. You have rose incorporated into it. And so there's this deep sense of love that you get when you smell Love Story. I had a family member who was, lighting it in their candle warmer and burner in their room, and it lit up the entire space. It smells so good. So this would have to be one of my personal favorites, a love story. And it's rooted in the scripture. We love him because he first loved us. So we want to create and understand that first love story of all time, the best love story of all time.
You are definitely teaching through your product, and I think that is absolutely amazing. Now, the pandemic has made life for a lot of people challenging and difficult, to say the least. So an inspirational message for your brand is so timely. What word of encouragement do you have for anyone going through hardship these days?
Well, my word of encouragement for anyone going through any type of hardship is to understand that while life may bring its challenges, you are still here. You're still here and you still have a chance to live. And so my word of encouragement is not to get consumed in the frustrations of life, but allow that only to be a moment, and understand that after that moment, you have more life to live.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And for you, when you're personally going through adversity and challenges, how do you remain encouraged? How do you practice self-care?
Listen, therapy has been so amazing for me. It's something that I've incorporated into my life over the last 6 months. And it's been so helpful because I get to express the things that I wouldn't normally get to express, and understand from a different perspective why I feel the way that I feel. And so now, because of that level of self-awareness, I'm able to get through that emotion or that thought or feeling or situation much faster and recover more quickly. And I think that's what life is all about, getting back to life. And it doesn't mean that we want to move on or throw our situations or problems under the rug, but it does mean that we need to be able to face them quickly so that we can carry on with our daily life. So therapy has been a huge help for me. And then also using the Brittany and Co products, I'm able to create spaces for wellness on a daily basis.
Well, you are doing a fantastic work. Thank you for your mission to inspire people, empower people, and give them an opportunity to practice self-care as well. Well, Brittany K. Jackson, I want to thank you for being my special guest on the Chandria Show today. If anyone is interested in seeing your Brittany and Co products or following your journey, what's the best way to connect with you?
Well, Chandria, again, I want to thank you for having me on your show. If you or anyone out there who's watching wants to stay in touch with Brittany & Co, all you have to do is go to our website, www.brittanyandco.biz, B-I-Z. We're online, we're on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us and stay in touch.
What's your handle on Instagram and Facebook?
On Instagram and Facebook, our handle is Shop Brittany & Co.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. Keep up the amazing work, and I wish you a prosperous remainder of the year 2021. So keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Chandria. It's been a pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you.